Everybody joined. I go for our class. Last class we discussed about unemployment. Unemployment is a serious issue in India because of overpopulation and also other reasons also like political reason, economic policy, educational policy. Like this, we have number of reasons why we have unemployment problem in our India, and the remedial measures of unemployment. Government of India implement number of policy programs to give job opportunity. So that thing we discussed from our last class. Okay, up to that our second unit got over. Now we go for our third unit. Third unit title: population problems or overpopulation. Okay. So population also another serious issue in India, as you know it. So we are the second largest population in the world. China is the first, we are second. So because of overpopulation, also we are not able to achieve the target. Every year, Government of India implement the policy program that gives the target also, but we are not able to achieve because of various reason. But population problems also another reason why we are not able to achieve the target. Okay, so population issue is serious. Because of that, we have other problems also like poverty, unemployment, and other things also we are getting because of overpopulation. So we'll discuss about population and the causes of population problems, consequences of population problems, and remedial measures of population problems. Okay. So population means that is the total number of people living in the particular geographic area, that is called population. Like any village or any city, any particular place, how many people are there in the particular geographical area, location, the total number of population is the total number of living person is population. Okay. So population we can study through different source. The count, the numbers we can get by different source, mostly census, national sample survey, and sample registration system. I think we are the three important things we have in our society to count the total numbers. Okay, census, you know, every 10 years, Government of India do the total number of count, that is census. So almost 2021 also we supposed to do, but because of Corona, we postponed the work. But last census 2011, like this every 10 years, government will count the total population, total numbers in the particular area. That is through census, you can get the total number for population. Next one, a national sample survey. National sample survey, randomly they will study any one particular area any time, like within after 2 years, after 3 years, like this they will study in different area. With that they can predict, they can measure the total numbers. So census only for 10 years, but national sample survey maybe after 2 years also, or after one year, any time, anywhere they can study. With that they can guess, they can predict the total number of population. That is the national sample survey. They will test somewhere and they will count. They will, with that they can guess the total numbers. That is the national sample survey. Also help for to count the total numbers. Next one, sample registration system, like birth rate registration, death registration in the hospital or the municipality. We have the registration, sample registration system is there. So how many total number of birth or death register in the record, it also helps to count the total numbers. So like this we have the three important things we have to know the total numbers in the particular area. Okay. These all those things we can study under the subject called demography. So demography is the study of the human population. So how we have the engineering, maths, physics, chemistry, sociology, psychology, history. Like this, we have number of science, number of study subject is there. Like this, demography also one of the study. So those who even we can get the degree like MA demography, BA demography, like this. Even some people can do PhD also in demography. In Bombay also we have one institution called Indian Institute of Population Studies. So like this, we have number of institutes there. With that, they can get the degree of population. That is the degree of demography. Okay, so demography mostly consider three important things. That is change in the population size, or a composition of the population, and distribution of population in space. These are the things they will consider the name of demography. Okay, and demography is the study of population. So demography is a fundamental approach is to understand the human population in the given area, how many people are there, and also it deals with various other things also like fertility rate, mortality rate, marriage, like eligible couple for the child production, marriage, migration, social mobility, like number of things they will consider the given area or given population. Okay, that is the duty of demographers or demography subject. So, and demographer also study the like given area or given population. They will study like age wise, sex wise, literacy, religion, occupation, mental pattern. It also they will study. Even you know very well whenever there is the nasal sample survey or the census, people come in your house, they will ask number of questions like how many people are there, so who is your head of the family, what is the age of the head of the family, and other things also like what is your religion, what jobs you are doing, annual income, monthly income, what are the resources you have, like this, what are the asset you have, what are whether you have any electricity, like this number of questions they will ask. So that all those things that is the duty of the demographer to study the population, to study the given population in full aspects like age wise, sex wise, literacy, religion, occupation, like this detailedly they study the total numbers the given area. That is the duty of demography, the person of demographer. Okay, in demography we have some important terminology. Only the population studies only use this terminology, that is sex ratio, density of population, family size, dependency ratio, and life expectancy. These are the important terminology in the field of demography. So sex ratio means the total number of females per 1,000 males. That is the sex ratio. Anybody can guess how many total number of females per 1,000 males? What is sex ratio in India? Sex ratio per 1,000 males, how many females is there? Okay, 940. So 940 female for the 1,000 males. That is the sex ratio. So the ratio is less compared to men. That is the sex ratio. That concept demographer will use. And density of population, how many people are living in the per square kilometer, that is the density of population. And family size, like 3 members, 4, 5 members, like this, they'll count the average family size. It also important things in the demography. Dependency ratio, so above 65 years or less than 18 years, that's also important things in the population. Next one, life expectancy. So life expectancy, about the age of the what is that? The average age of the death of the person. That is the life expectancy. In India, 69 point something, around 70 years is the life expectancy. So like this, we have the important terminology, important concepts we have in our India for the demography. So based on these things only, the demographer or demography will study the total numbers in the given area. Okay, so these are all those things important one for the population studies. So when we know about the population, but these are the basic things we have to know. That's what I'm telling. So population studies means there's all those things important one, the subject of population studies or demography. Okay, now go for our population problems. Okay, so you know very well India is second most populated country in our world. There is number of population is there, like in 2017 data, we have 132 crores, 41 lakhs 71,354 total population. It's not like that. Every second we have the total population. We have increased the one numbers. Okay, so there is one link in the slide, like uh, world 2 meters info like this. If you go this link, you can get the update of total population. So every country details you can get from this link. India population also you can get. So it will automatically count with the sample result system. Like every hospitals, whatever data they submit, they will add one by one. So there you can get the total number of population. And also World Bank also some other things also projected that in 2024 we may cross China. We are became the most populous country in the world. That things may happen soon in our 2024. Like this is some of the important basic things for the total number of population. Causes. Now go for causes. So why there is a huge population in our India? Because of these are the reasons. Not only this much, we have other reasons. Number of reasons are there, but these are the basic, some of the basic reasons for the total number of population. Okay. So first one, peaceful conditions, progress in medical knowledge, improvement in transport facility, improvements to the field of agriculture, the climate conditions of India, widening gap between the birth and death rate, low age marriage, high literacy, high illiteracy, religious attitudes towards family planning, and other causes. We have a number of causes for family population growth. We'll discuss one by one. First one, peaceful conditions. Okay, so peaceful condition means because of the the land, the country, the state is the very peaceful. There is no violence, there is no issue, there is no any other fear or uncomfortable or depression in the particular country or particular state. Means the state, the country used to produce more child because of there is no problem, there is no worrisome factors, there is no issue in the particular country, so they not fear to produce the more children. So India initially we have the peaceful conditions in from 1860 to 1960 we are very peaceful, but we have only issue with the British only, but British issues are not very much big issue. But after 60 only we have the world war with the after 60 only we have the war with China, Pakistan, and we have the severe famine. There is no proper resources, unemployment, or the kind of things happen. So people used to fear, and they reduce the population. They reduce the child birth also. Okay, so when there is a people are happy, when there is where there is a people are happy and very comfortable way of life, there is no issue. Means indirectly it helps for the total population. India also we had 19 in a few decades ago. With these reasons, we have the huge population in our India. Next one, progress in medical knowledge. Like now we have number of technology. Now we have number of advancement in the medicine or medical department. So because of development in the medical knowledge, we are treating the we can able to reduce the death rate. Like few decades back, we have number of issues like malaria, TB, cholera, plague, chickenpox, like this, smallpox, like this. We have number of issues. Even till now, some developing, underdeveloped countries facing this issue. Like in Africa, other countries also, they have issue of the kind of malaria, TB, cholera, like this. From because of this, number of people are facing death also. But in India, we somehow we manage. We have medicine, we have tablets, we have proper medical knowledge for that. So we reduce the death rate because of progress in the medical knowledge. Like COVID, for example of COVID. So COVID now because of COVID, number of people are facing death, but every country doing some steps to produce the medicine, to produce the vaccine to prevent the COVID. Okay, so once they are identified, then we can able to control the death rate. Even in our India also, number of people are recommend the Siddha, Ayurveda, and like this different medicines they are recommend for the people of the COVID. So patient of the COVID. So people are taking the medicine. Somehow they get the immunity power. It helps to stop the death rate. Like this, now we have number of medical knowledge like Siddha, Ayurveda, Unani, yoga, like this other techniques we are following. So it also helps to reduce the death rate. Because of that, we have the more number of population. It also causes of population growth. Next one, improvement in the transport facility. Like few decades back, there is no transport. People used to walk from one place to other place, and they use some kind of other type of vehicles only to go very slow. But now we have the number of transport facilities there. We can reach anywhere immediately. Within a one day, we can reach all over the any part of the world also. That much options are there. So because of transport facility improvement, people can take treatment in other place also. Like they can travel easily from one place to other place. They can get the they can take the treatment like rural to urban or one city to other city or one country to other country. Also people can move easily. It also helps to reduce the death rate, and that's the reason for the population growth. And also we have the free ambulance services like 108 free ambulance services. We can call the ambulance. Ambulance can pick the patient from the doorstep like this. Other options also there. So that much of improvement of transport also reason for the overpopulation. Next one, improvement to the field of agriculture as well as the industry. So as I told you, when people are happy, when people are comfortable, enjoy their life, they will use to produce more child. The same things like improvement in the business, improvement in the job, improvement in the sector like agriculture as an industry. They get more profit, they get more revenue from the agriculture, from the industry. So they have huge money, they have a huge, they have a lifestyle is change. So people are not bothered about the total number of child. Okay, because when they have the money, when they have the proper income from the resource means, why they feel fear about the total number of population, why they worry about the children. They used to produce more and they used to spend a lot for the child. So that are the reasons of the overpopulation. So if you have huge money, you have enough income, so you do not fear about your total population. You do not fear about your own child, own children. So that type of reasons also for overpopulation. And next one, climate conditions of India. Okay, so you know very well our climate conditions. It will change like every 3 months. We can get new. We can get different types of climate like summer, rainy, winter, monsoon. Like we have the different types of climate we can get. So because of some part in India, we have the more like a chill or the suitable climate for the sexual type of things. So because of this kind of climate change, number of people used to produce the child. They will use to, they have the desires of sexual, they have sexual desires, and the stimulus, the climate, that type of climate stimulates the sexual urge. So when they will do sexual intercourse, and they will produce more child. So climate conditions also reason. If there is full of summer, there is full of winter means we can able to do, but climate change, so people will not, the climate also suit for that. So that also reason for the overpopulation. And widening gap between birth and death rates. So you know we have the what is it? High number of birth rate, but death rate is very less because of advancement technology, advancement of transport, medicine, all those things. So death rate is very less, but birth rate is very fast, very high rate. So there is the gap between the birth and death. So this much of gap also reason for the overpopulation. And low aged marriage. So few decades back, people used to marry in the early age, like our grandparents. Or if you are, you can think an example of your grandparents. Grandparents have more number of children, like 8 children or 7 children, even 12, 15 number of children from the grandparents, because they used to marry in the early age. So in the early age means they have the proper age for the production, the production. So you should produce more child between the 15 to 40 or the 12 to particular age, they used to produce more children. So because of lower age at marriage, they used to produce more child because they have the physically and other things how they are fit in that. So they used to produce more child. Okay, so that is the indirectly reason why we have the huge population of India because of age at marriage, that is child marriage, or low age at marriage also reason for more population in India. And high illiteracy. So illiteracy ratio also, when the uh, literacy rate increase in the particular society, it helps to think rational, it helps to think about something about the future, about the importance of family, about the family, all those things. But there is no education means people are not able to think something clearly about the society, about the future, all those things. So it's a reason for overpopulation. Like particularly the female education is the important one. When the female got education, automatically female will get the idea and they can develop. They can get some empowerment, and she can raise. She can suggest. She can get the chance from the husband to control the child. Birth also, like their fertility, infant mortality rate also we can able to reduce by the female educations. When the female not get education, then the male dominant or in-laws dominant happen on the female, and they also produce more child. So female education, when we develop, when we give importance, then we can able to control the population. But in India, education things not reached that much. All females not able to get the proper education, so they are getting the force, they get the pressure from the in-law, from the husband, so they are accept and they used to produce more child. As well as education make a personal to liberal broad mind, as well as to open the new ideas rational. The things happen to the woman or the men also when they are the educated, so they can think about the future, they can think about the society, they can think about the child, they can think about the health, they can think about the economic, all those things. But there is no education, people are not able to think this much. So it also reason for the overpopulation. Even the if both men and women are educated and they can understand the logic of family planning, and either the although the contraceptives or other things also they can able to understand properly by education. But in India is not there, it's not that much literacy things in India. That's also reason for the overpopulation. And religious attitudes towards the family planning in India, you know very well. In particular rural place, we have even urban place also. We have a number of religious attitude towards the family planning. So some people till now believe that child is the God-given gift. So you should not stop. You should not do any kind of abortion or contraceptives or some of the things. If you stop the childbirth, then it's like a sinful. The God will curse. It like against the religion. Like this mindset is there. And also sometimes some women are feeling that family planning is the bad things, as well as some women also feeling woman role is the purpose of the woman's life is to produce the child only. So we should not stop. We should not do the family planning. We should not do the abortion. We should not do the contraceptives kind of things like this. They have this type of religious attitudes or superstitious things they have in their mind. So they accept the in-law family, husband, all the things. They used to produce more child. So majority of the both males and females were aware about modern family planning methods, not aware about the not family planning methods because of religious belief, not accept to follow the, not accept to adopt the things, and also reasons for the population problem in India. Next, we have other causes like joint family, lack of recreational facilities, and poor parents. Like joint family, so we, I discussed yesterday also, like joint family, when we have a more number of members in the family, they not feel fear about the children. They don't feel fear about to take care of the children because any relatives will take care of the child. Like when they will to produce more child, like if some aunties, some uncles, some other relatives, grandparents will be there, they will take care. They will adopt. They will take care. They will used to feed. They used to uh, uh, spend time. They take care of the child. So because of joint family, the young couples or the eligible couples not feel fear to produce more children. For example, the nuclear family, In urban places, you know very well, in urban places, both the men and women go for a job, so they cannot able to produce more number of children because nobody is there in the family. The two members alone not able to take care of the child if they have the more child, and they are busy in their other things also. But in joint family, somebody will take care, so they don't feel fear. They used to continue their work again, and they used to produce more child. So joint family also reason for the overpopulation, and the lack of recreational facilities. So we have other things like in the sometimes recently some statistics, some doctors are telling that because of this lockdown, COVID lockdown, number of women are pregnant, number of women's pregnancy ratio also increasing like this. We have some statistics, some media also focusing about that. Okay, so because of there is no recreational facility, all the places are locked. Like there is no theater, there is no amusement park, there is no other kind of entertainment facility. Only televisions are repeating the same movie or the same serials. There is recreational things not available in the area. People also not able to come out from the house. They have to be inside house only. So this type of lack of recreational, the fun or the enjoyment is only doing the sexual intercourse with wife or husband. Okay, so because of this reason, we may get overpopulation, like this recently COVID lockdown period. Okay, so that are also reasons for the overpopulation, and many poor parents. So poor parents are thinking if they have the more child, the child will take care of the parents. Child will go somewhere. Child can earn something in the society. Child will do some financial support to the parents. Like this reason, the poor parents used to produce more child. It also reason for the poor population. Like this, we have number of causes. A reason is there from our society for the poor population. Okay. Next one, consequences like impact of war population. So how it going to affect the society? How it going to affect the individual? That we'll discuss now. So like consequences are heavy pressure on the land, food shortage, housing problems, illiteracy, unemployment, ill health, economic loss, change in the environment, etc. Other things. We have a number of consequences or impact of overpopulation. First one, heavy pressure. So land not able to tolerate, not able to keep that much human beings, because every human beings have some enough weight. Okay, so heavy pressure is there on the land. Sometimes we may get the type of earthquakes. Other things also we are getting because of heavy pressure on the land. So since land is a very limited geographical area only, but per square kilometer number of people are there means the land not able to tolerate that much of human weight. Okay, so because of that some impact things happen. So earthquakes or some other way of like some pollution, some other environmental issue will develop because of overpopulation. So it going to give number of other impact. Okay, that is the one impact of the overpopulation. Next one, food shortage. So discuss because of the food, number of people cannot have that much of agricultural things. Agriculture, you know, we need some time, like 3 months, 6 months, we need to produce the food, the food grains, all those things. If not, like daily, we can't able to cultivate. Daily, we can't able to produce anything. So it needs some time for 3 to 6 months to produce something. Then only we can able to get the food grain from the land. So, but human population, every second we have the one child, one human population is there, but agricultural food is not that much fast production. Okay, so there is a food shortage. We have one theory called Malthus population theory. Malthus is the father of demography. I forget some. I think Malthus. So Malthus explained the population theory, that is food grains or food production increase in the arithmetical ratio, population increase in the geometrical ratio. So like a food increase like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this only. Very slowly the food will increase, but population increase like a 1, 2, 2 into 4, 4 into 4, 8, 8 into 16, 16 into 16, 32 like this. It increase in the geometrical ratio. So there is a huge gap. So because of huge gap only we have the famine, we have the poverty, we have unemployment, all those things happening. Okay, so there is a huge gap between the food and population. That is also impact of the population growth, like malnutrition and also other things we are facing problems because of war population. And price also, the price also increase because of war population, like whatever we use, you know very well about how much increasing. Okay, next one, housing problems. Like, you know, again the housing problem, everybody not able to buy the house, everybody not able to be in the proper housing because of war population. The construction, the land also, we're not able to buy easily. They have the huge price, the huge market also. Okay, so housing create the very big issue. In our presently, our Prime Minister Modi introduced the uh, Pradhan Mantri Gramin Awas Yojana, the urban Awas Yojana. By that Awas Yojana, they get some subsidy from the government. They can build their own house. But number of people are migrant from rural to urban because of job, because of the employment opportunity. But in urban, getting land, getting the proper housing is not possible. At least they can get there in the native place itself, they can get the land in very cheap price. But the urban place, we have the huge, we're not able to buy the land. Okay, even you know very well, in every states, you know, India, we have the slums like Taravi, some other place also. All over the state, India, every state we have the slums. So because of the migrant laborers, or people are come from one place to other place because of job opportunity, they can't able to buy, they can't be in the proper housing environment. They are living in the platform or the slums, all those things. So housing problems also develop because of war population. The low income people are living in the slums, as well as the 10 to 12 members are living in the small area. Like recently also we had some I read some news about, I think Rohit Sharma commented someone's message, like some Australian players questions. Rohit Sharma replied that we are in the Bombay, we can able to buy the house with the enough big square kilometer. So I can't able to play my cricket during the lockdown period. I used to play the big shot, but now I can't able to play like this. He made, okay, because of in Mumbai getting land, getting that much of big land means it's not possible. Okay, so land is the very high price, not able to buy. Okay, because of overpopulation, overcrowding, congestion, ill health, insanitation, that kind of things we are facing because of overpopulation in the urban places. There are also impact or consequences of the overpopulation. And unemployment, like already told in the last class, unemployment. So because of overpopulation, we can't able to create the job opportunity. Same like agricultural, we need 3 to 6 months to produce the food grains, to cultivate the food, all those things. Like job also, we can able to create the job daily, every minute we can able to create the one-on job opportunity. Okay, like only we need to develop the sector, the industrial people they start the business, the government has to give the loan for the MSME sector. When there is everything proper, we have to get the permission from the government to start the company like this. When it happen, everything only we can able to start the company, then only we can get the job opportunity. And also we have machinery technology also developing side by side. So because of technological development also, people are not able to get the job like this. Number of issues there for the unemployment. Poor population also reason for the unemployment. Okay, so new jobs not able to create newly or freshly, not at all easy also. So every year we are getting more population, but job opportunities are very less. Okay, so rapid growth of population, population is the problem. Unemployment also happening very dangerous way in our every years. There are also consequences of overpopulation. And illiteracy also happening because of overpopulation. Like some state governments are doing good in providing the free education. Like they used to start the schools in all the villages, even the remote area also they start the schooling facility. But some governments they don't have huge money, they don't have proper money to invest in the field of education. They are doing some service for the industry, for the development, health sector. Like this, we have to focus different sector, but there is no enough money to build the education institutions in all the villages. Even there is a huge population means automatically the poor parents not send their child to the school. They used to send the job only because of child labors. They may miss the education services, and number of schools also is not there in some particular places. There is huge population, but there is no proper school, there is no proper and there is no enough school, there is no enough college for all people. Like some schools they can take only 60 members, 50 members only, but people are more in the particular village means they can't able to accommodate all the students in the particular school, particular college, so that people are not able to get the job. Even sometimes the appointment of teachers also it's not enough. We are getting only less teachers appointment. So but students are more, teachers are less. They're not able to produce proper education. They're not able to teach proper education things. Like this also a reason for the illiteracy. Illiteracy also developed because of overpopulation. And the ill health, like a poor health also is there by the overpopulation. Okay, so India is you know very well is not only economically but also the physically also we are not fit, healthily also we are not good compared to other foreign countries. So because of the overpopulation, malnutrition, pollution, conjunction, we have the poor ill health, poor health. Sorry. So, for example, the COVID. Again, I'm going to COVID only. So you know the COVID ratios are high only in the developed city, like Mumbai, Chennai, Delhi. These places only we have the huge COVID affected things is there because of the overpopulation. People are living in the very small area, very congested like type of places. So easily they can spread, easily they can get the disease from one individual to other individual. So because of the ill health, not able to maintain the proper health condition because of overpopulation. So due to the lack of medical facilities or nutritious things, the good number of people in the small area they're getting the number of problems. Okay, this is also poor health also happening because of overpopulation. For example, in Kerala they are telling they reduce the COVID infections because of in Kerala the structure, housing structure is totally different. People are not build the house very small, very not very congested way. They will build very far away one house and the other houses are we have the minimum distance and they are living some distance with the distance. Okay, so the disease not easily spread from one to the other individual. But some other like in Chennai, Delhi or Mumbai means people are living in very small places, like very next to next we have the houses. So it easily every door, every window is next to door, next to window only. So when somebody sneeze, when somebody cough, when somebody spread something, it reaches other doors immediately. But in Kerala, even the northeast, we have a huge gap. We have enough gap between one house and another house, but this is not spread. Okay, so war population, housing problems, because housing problem, ill health, like this is there. So ill health also happened because of war population. And economic class. So economic problems also there because of our population. Then they're able to save the money. They're able to get the enough income also because of our population. Okay. So like if they have the number of children means they have to take care of the child. They have to spend a lot for the education, lot for the food, lot for the dress, all those things. So they are able to save. But also job opportunities are also very less because of our population. So even the per capita income is also compared with the total number of populations only. So all members not able to get the job, but when you compare all total number of income with the total number of population, the per capita income also very less. So that things also happen. Okay. So growing number of population is eating number of things. So not to investment and low level of low income and low saving capacity also develop from the people where there is the huge population. Okay, so these are the impact. Not only this much, we have other impact also, but this is the general impacts or consequences we are facing due to overpopulation. This is the consequences. Another consequences like change in the environment, like in the soil, things getting changed, soil pollution or the minerals, the coal mines, the things are exploit more. The soil things are climate things are changed in our society, and exploitation of the coal minerals, air pollution due to industrialization, automobiles, also these problems that because of overpopulation. Like recently, Delhi government also banned the vehicles with the odd and even numbers because of when we use more vehicles, the road create the pollution. Again, one of the impact of overpopulation, like water pollution, water scarcity, like this. There are number of other issues also we are getting because of overpopulation. Okay, the impact. Next one, approach. So what the government is doing to control the overpopulation. So the new approach from the government side to control the overpopulation. So we have they have the different type of approach like target free program, bottom up approach, or the decentralized participatory planning, state specific reproductive and child health care strategy, integrated RCH package, comprehensive integrated training. We have the different type of programs by the government side to control the population. So we'll discuss one by one. First one, target free program. Target free program introduced 1996. It means each and every village we have the panchayat like a palwadis, village palwadi teachers or palwadis angarwadi teachers and primary school teachers or municipality workers, workers. Okay, so for them government used to fix the target. If anybody doing steps against the population, war population, like anybody recommend anybody for the family planning or through them some recommendations coming for the contraceptives or family planning, or they used to stop the number of child, that kind of things. So when the workers achieve 2 or 3 or some targets they used to fix for every staffs, if they achieve the targets like 5 contraceptives or 5 family planning things happen under the recommendation of this Anganwadi teacher or this Anganwadi or this municipality worker, this primary teacher recommendation means that workers, that teachers can get the recommendation that people can get some kind of posting, promotions, transfer because of their work, because of their work against the population. Okay, so when they achieve the target, the workers can get the posting, promotions, transfer from one place to other place. They can get like a merit or the importance they will give for this type of people once they achieve, once they recommend somebody for the family planning. Okay, so that kind of way, that when we fix this kind of target, like after that every Anganwadi teacher or Palwadi teacher used to communicate all the members about the importance of family planning, importance of the other thing they used to recommend each and every people. Then people may do the family planning or the contraceptives, all those things. It helps to control our population. So target free program introduced by the government 1996. Next one, bottom up approach or a decentralized participatory planning. Okay, because of decentralized is the important one, because the planning planning suggested by the very high level of people, but the grassroots level they cannot able to visit, they cannot able to be with the grassroots levels. Okay, so the protocols not allow IAS officers come and check in every municipality, every ward. Okay, so for that we need to decentralize the participatory planning, like every panchayat workers, every village level consultation health workers we have to appoint, like sub centers, primary health centers, panchayat members, Like this, they also have the power, they also have the opportunity to recommend or to help for the family planning to control the population growth. That way they have the power. Government also give the power to the sub centers, primary health centers, Anganwadi teachers, or panchayat members about the family planning strategy, about the awareness of family planning, all those things. Okay, there also bottom up approach also help to communicate about the family planning, to create awareness about the family planning. It also helps to control of population. That approach also government doing to control of population. Next one, state specific reproductive and child health strategy. Okay, so as infant mortalities, maternal mortalities, birth rate, death rate, or specific RCH approach has been worked separately for the people, separately for the staff. They used to work for this. They used to fix the target. They used to do the counseling. They used to recommend the people. They used to visit the every pregnant woman. They used to give advice about the family planning like this. They used to fix like this. Where also, like in our village also we have the ANM or a health worker like this. Some people are there. Their duty is to recommend all those things. They used to monitor the newly married couples. They used to note the eligible couple. They used to note the number of pregnancy. Everything they used to count. Okay. Through that also we can help the, we can stop the family plan total number of populations. That approach also help for the family or the population control. An integrated RCH package. So integrated, so every sub centers, primary health centers, district hospitals, they are the minimum model framework. Like once the person is visiting the hospitals means they used to check everything. Like integrated way they used to give the treatment for the patient. Like when they go for a preventive or management of unwanted pregnancy, maternal care, serving for the newborn or infants, or any other STD, STI infection things happen means everything the hospital will take care. Because if you send the patient from one hospital to other hospital, then they not do the family planning, they're not interested to do the contraceptive, all those things. Everything available within the hospital like STD, STI, or family planning, contraceptives, maternal care, postnatal care, prenatal care, everything available within the hospital means then people also feel happy, people also feel comfortable to do the services. Okay, that type of integrated package every district hospitals like sub centers, primary health centers doing, it also help to control the family planning. For example, from the only primary health centers doing the only prenatal care, postnatal care means if they recommend to do the family planning in the district hospitals, maybe the passion not to go to the district hospitals for the family planning. So that way they have to take the treatment, they have to guide. It also helps to control of population. And the comprehensive training for the people, like those who are working, those who are doing the particular type of jobs, they used to give the some type of training about how to communicate, what to tell, how to tell, like collaborate with the NGO, collaborate with some kind of non-governmental or volunteer organizations. That type of things, they are collaborate, they are counseling, they are giving some kind of integrated programs. With that also people can get the awareness. It also help to stop the overpopulation. Like this we have different approaches there from the government side to control the overpopulation. Okay, other than that we have other measures also there to control of overpopulation. There is a family planning method or measure is there: raising the age in marriage, improvement in the status of women, introduction of compulsory education, encourage internal migration, increase involvement of NGO, independent evaluation programs. So this strategy also will help to control the family, to control the population problem or war population. Okay. So from that, first one, family planning. So family planning, you know, we have the two different types of family planning. One is self or moral restraint. Another one is artificial use control the birth. That is, we have the two different things. Self means so knowingly or plan by plan the individual postpone the marriage. individual postpone the childbirth, individual postpone the other kind of things. That is the um, moral or self-reliant family planning. Next one, artificial or the use of birth control methods, like using the kind of contraceptives like tablets, drugs, sterilization, other kind of vasectomy, topectomy, other type of unwanted things, operations they will do, and they will buy the condoms or the other things. Like artificially we use the things and they stop they control the childbirth. That is, we have two different types of family planning is there, measures to control the population. Next one, raise the aged marriage. So because of child marriage, low aged marriage, we have number of child. So Government of India decided to increase the aged marriage. So last few decades back, they fixed the age for the girl is 15 and 18. But after that, again, it not help to control of population. So now they increase the age of 18 and 21 for the boys and girls and boys like this. So 18 for girls, 21 for boys like this. They increased. Okay, and sometimes in the health centers also by oral they recommend for the 24 and 28 for the boys and girls for for the marriage like this. Some even some advertisements also we are getting like 21 years or 24 is the right age for the marriage like this. We are getting some advertisements like this. They are encouraged to get the marriage in the particular age. When you increase the age, automatically the child birth also reduce. That way they are giving some idea to control of total more population. Next one, improvement in the status of women. Like when we have to when we improve the status of women, it also helps to control of population. Like because of female education or when the female not get enough proper education, that time only the husband or the in-law family used to compel or the force the woman to produce the more child. When the woman getting education, then she can decide independently. She can discuss with the husband and she can get some kind of empowerment. So she can closely or verbally discuss with others. She can suggest the in-law family also like this. The things come automatically when the woman getting the education or when the woman getting the proper status. Okay, so we have to give the importance for the status of woman like through self-help groups, some other way of things we have to develop the status of woman. It help the child. It also help to control of low birth rate. Okay, like this is also one of the measures to control the population problem. Next one, compulsory education. So compulsory minimum woman has to get education up to 14, up to 15 age is there compulsory education. All the governments, all the schools, all the states has to give the compulsory education for girls and boys with particular age means. That also help to control of the population because they get the awareness, they can get some rational narratives, they can discuss, they can aware about the society. So by education also we can able to stop the population. Next one, internal migration, encouraging the internal migration. You know very well in India, some states we have the huge population compared to other states because of overpopulation in the particular states only. So government has to encourage the internal migration. Like in northeast or some other part also there is very less population. So some job opportunities, some migration has to encourage from huge the more population state to less population state. When we encourage this one, then the population will be distribute around the country, so we can able to manage the pressure or the population things also. So internal migration encouragement also help to control of overpopulation and increase the more number of NGO. So when there is the NGO, they can create the awareness because NGOs are living in the or be with the people, the bottom level. They have the organization in the village itself. They have the staff members from the village itself. So they know the village problem. They know the ground. They know the realities of the implement of the schemes, all those things. So we have to encourage the number of NGOs about to develop the awareness and to create the awareness about the family planning, contraceptives, to importance of the childbirth. Like this, number of things we have to develop through NGO, and through that we can get the awareness from the people. We can stop. Even some advertisements also. Recently, we have some advertisements by the Amitabh Bachchan, by the Aishwarya Rai, some other actors also doing the polio vaccination. Some recently we have advertisements about COVID also. That is, when there is advertisements by the celebrities, by the NGO, by the some other organizations, it reaches the people. It also helps to stop the population growth. And also independent evaluation program, like we used to do the supervision, like evaluation we used to do, like a social audit survey we have to do, why there is a fail of the why the project got failed, where there is a lack, why people are not able to participate, why it is achieved in the particular place, what is the plus, what is minus. Like this, some evaluation has to do. Just implementing policy alone, it's not enough to stop the family, it not stop the population problem. Okay, so we have to evaluate, we have to supervise, we have to predict, we have to social audit about the scheme. Then only we can able to change some scheme, it reach the people properly, it help to control of population. Like these evaluations also need from the government side. So these are the measures, like family planning, rise in the age of marriage, improvement in the status of women, introduction of compulsory education, internal migration, increase in the involvement of NGO, and independent evaluation programs. So these things, these measures really help to control of war population. Okay. So overall, the measures are like raise in the age of marriage, legislative enhancement, the parliament about the family planning, all those things, and strong disincentives those who have the more kids. Like recently, not recently, some days back, like Baba Ramdev suggested some things that when there is more than two child, means the third child not able to get the third child permission, we have to deny. Something is suggested. Okay, more controversial things also. Even that is even some nowadays number of insurance companies also not giving insurance for the third child. Only two child of the family only they take care. Like this, some in these incentives sometimes the government is doing. It also sometimes it helps for the population control. Less than the over abortion law, because of abortion law is very strict, so people are doing independently. So we have to legalize something, then it also help to stop the overpopulation. And propaganda about the small family norm, like a Kara, adopt the child when there is no child, like this, some other things we should like, and also we have to give some kind of awards, incentives for those who are working good, those who are doing the duty, those who are voluntarily adopt the strategy. The type of people we have to identified by the awards, by the incentives, some other way of performance, welfare activities, all those things. When the government doing these steps, at least it helps to control the family planning. These are the general measures. So there are some difficulties involvement in the family planning. The difficulties, because of these difficulties only we have the huge population. Okay, the difficulties are birth rate, but in India the birth rate control, the birth control associated with the standard of living. When the standard of living is improved, automatically the child birth also decrease in India. But in India, you know very well, number of people are a low standard of living, so they're not aware, they not follow the small number of population. So standard of living has to improve in number of developed countries. Their standard of living is high, so they reduce the population, the total number of population. So we should develop the standard of living for all people, then we can able to stop the family population growth. And sometimes the contraceptive is also not safe. Like some government hospitals are selling the contraceptives. Like every in government hospitals, if you see somewhere in the common place, they are the box with the condoms. Okay, so people can take it by self and they can use it. Like this way, they kept the condom or the contraceptive things also. But in India, number of people not aware how to use the contraceptives. Only the advertisement is there. people used to watch through media and they use the contraceptives, but not aware how to use. We have to give the enough space for the sperm. Basic knowledge not there for the people to use the contraceptives, so it's not safe. Again, after using contraceptives, also people are getting that pregnancy, all those things. So that things we should stop. Then only we can able to really control the population. And sometimes the program not reach the people. People are living in the rural as well as the remote area. Even you know very well in our India, 70% of the people are living in the rural only. Even from the 70, some people are living in the remote area also. So whatever the government implement or suggest, the policy not reach the rural or remote area people properly. The problem is there. Okay. So through advertisements, through NGO, through some kind of propaganda, we have to develop. Then only the people may reach and they also adopt the family planning or contraceptives, all those things. That also we have to do. That also help to control our population. And illiterate, ignorant people also more number of people in our society, so they're not aware, they not participate in the family planning things. So we should create awareness to the illiterate, ignorant people, and then only we can able to stop the population. And traditional mindset also there from the people. Okay, so they are thinking this is the God given gift. So my grandparents have so number of child. My parents have this much number of child. I also was to produce like this. Some traditional mindset is there from the common layman. So not able to follow, not able to adopt the strategy. And the use of contraceptives require the house permission. Like you know very well, in India, number of people are living in the joint families, so they're not able to discuss openly with the grandparents or the parents. Parents not allowed to do the contraceptives. If they are in the nuclear family, husband wife can decide independently. They can adopt the contraceptives by themselves. They decide and they can implement. But those who are living in the joint family, they can't able to plan. They can't able to do everything independently, because when they go out, grandparents will ask, where are you going, what are you doing, like this. The questions will ask from the parents, the grandparents side. So the couple not able to do the family planning independently. There is number of restrictions from the joint family. Some family members not allow, some family members encourage. Some the issues are there because of joint family or more number of traditional mindset. So not able to follow the family planning things properly in our society. And also there is no proper honest officials in the programs. So whenever the government staffs is there working in the policy, they are not do the supervision, they not do the auditing, they not do the checking, counting or the statistics things properly, like number of Palwadi and Anganwadi teacher, primary school teacher, village health workers, ANM, like this, primary health centers, sub-centers, staff members, panchayat workers, they not do the duty properly. They used to get the corruption. Sometimes they are very lazy, they not do the investigations or the checking things properly. So it also leads to number of child birth also. They have anybody produce 2 child or 3rd child, more than 2 child means they have to complain, they have to take the steps, they have to create awareness, all those things. But because staff members are not taking the steps properly, it also reason for the war populations. Okay, like this we have number of difficulties there. Now in India, these difficulties also reason for the war population. Okay, so these things we should change. Then only we can able to control the war population. After when we control the war population, then only we can able to achieve the target. We can able to get the name of developed country or the great country, like this name we can get once you control, once you give awareness to the people about the family planning. Okay, so this is the idea about the population problem or war population growth, all those things. Any doubt from these causes, consequences, and remedial measures of war population?